ever wondered what the next step in Aaron Glenn's brilliant career will be? Here at Lions News Fan Report, we bring you an analysis that goes beyond headlines. Is the defensive success of the Detroit Lions just the beginning of something much bigger? As Glenn continues to shape one of the most consistent defenses in the NFL, his reputation as one of the league's most promising coordinators grows exponentially. But is the dream job he mentioned 2 years ago still the same? Or has the impact he's made in Detroit caused him to think twice before making his next move? Sources suggest the New York Jets might be back on Glenn's radar. Remember 2021, when he was considered for the head coaching position before Robert Saleh? According to Rich Cimini of ESPN, Glenn's connection with the Jets has never been more relevant, especially with influential figures like former general manager Mike Tannenbaum openly advocating for his candidacy. But time changes everything, doesn't it? Does Glenn still consider the Jets his dream job? Or could his current success with the Lions, combined with the promise of something greater, redefine his priorities? Either way, one thing is certain: Aaron Glenn is at the center of one of the most intriguing discussions of the upcoming NFL hiring cycle. When we look at Aaron Glenn's career, it's clear he's not just a rising coach, he's a visionary strategist. His ability to transform the Lions' defense, even in the face of injuries and challenges, sets him apart in the NFL. But this raises an important question. What makes a job the dream job for a coach? Is it the emotional connection to a franchise, the opportunity to build something from the ground up, or the chance to lead a team with immediate winning potential? Take the Jets, for example. They offer familiar ground for Glenn, with historical ties and support from former colleagues like Victor Green. However, 2 years after his last interview for the job, the team dynamic has changed. Glenn will need to assess if the Jets' current situation aligns with his vision for the future. On the other hand, staying in Detroit has its advantages. The Lions are building something special under Dan Campbell's leadership, and Glenn is a key piece of that puzzle. Leaving now, especially when the team is on the verge of a significant leap, could be a career risk. Is he willing to give up this opportunity for a team like the Jets, or even the Saints, who might also be in the mix? As the rumors swirl and speculation grows, what truly matters is how Glenn views his role as a leader. He comes across as someone who doesn't just want to win, but also wants to shape a winning culture. And perhaps, just perhaps, the real dream job is the one where he can leave a lasting legacy. As a Lions fan, I see Aaron Glenn as a cornerstone of what the team is building. He's not just a defensive coordinator. He's a leader who has transformed the Lions' defense into a respectable force, even while dealing with injuries and constant challenges. It's rare to find someone with this level of strategic vision and adaptability, and losing Glenn would be a significant blow. On the other hand, I understand that opportunities like becoming a head coach are rare, and he deserves every bit of recognition. However, the thought of him leaving Detroit now leaves me torn. We're at a critical moment, with a winning culture emerging and a more cohesive roster coming together. Glenn is part of that DNA, and his departure could disrupt progress. If I could give Glenn some advice as a fan, it would be this: don't leave Detroit for just any opportunity. The Jets might be appealing, but are they the ideal situation for him? In Detroit, he's helping to build something that could be historic, and having the patience to wait for the right opportunity might be worth much more than taking the dream job at the wrong time. At the end of the day, Glenn's success is the Lions' success, and as a fan, I want the best for him, but I also want the team to keep growing with him leading the defense. If he decides to leave, I hope it's for something truly special, because he's already leaving a legacy in Detroit. What about you, Lions fans? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going on Lions News Fan Report. Reflecting further, as a Lions fan, I believe Aaron Glenn is at a unique moment in his career and the team's development. The defense has been a cornerstone of the team's success, much of which is owed to Glenn's vision. He has brought energy, discipline, and a style of play that resonates with the spirit of the franchise. Not only has he adjusted the defensive strategy, but he's also created an environment where players believe in themselves and the system. That's not something easily replicated elsewhere. If he's genuinely considering leaving to become a head coach, I think it's crucial for him to reflect on the impact he's already made here. Glenn is in a position where he doesn't have to accept the first invitation that comes his way. He can be selective, and that's an advantage. Detroit has given him the space to grow as a leader, and the foundation he's helped build hasn't yet reached its peak. Furthermore, it's worth noting that while the Jets may seem appealing due to his personal history with the franchise, Their current situation isn't as promising as the Lions. Detroit is on the rise with a bright future ahead. Glenn is a part of that, and I believe if he stays, he can continue solidifying his reputation and perhaps even become a legend in our organization. On the flip side, we can't forget that Glenn is an ambitious professional, and his desire to lead as a head coach is legitimate. My only fear as a fan is that he might take a role with a team that isn't ready for immediate success, potentially jeopardizing his trajectory. Being a head coach is a monumental challenge, and choosing the right opportunity is crucial. If he decides to stay, it will show he believes in what's being built here and that he's willing to bet on something bigger. That would earn even more respect from me. But if he leaves, I hope it's a well-calculated decision because he has the potential to be one of the league's great coaches. No matter what happens, Glenn has already earned our respect as Lions fans. Now we wait to see what the next chapter of the story will be.